Kalle was wrecked with guilt. He knew it was his only way into the Nomads. He'd been leaking transfers over the winter ahead of time to Robert Topholt, in the hopes that it could get him a proper in. He knew they'd be able to make millions betting on the transfers, and at least he wasn't fixing matches. But it still didn't stop him from feeling dirty for his actions. It truly was the only way. He had learned so much about his brother's activities over the years, and was still conflicted on what to believe. But he knew light could be his disinfectant. If he brought down the Nomads, then the chips will fall where they may. Sorry I'm late, friends. Just recovering and brushing up on my Shakespeare after screwing up last time's title so badly. As always, if you have been enjoying the series up to this point, do though be sure to drop a like on the video. That would be massively helpful, and I very much do appreciate it. It's actually somewhat chilly in here, he said for the first time in about 6 months. And apologies, the lighting is a little bit weird. One of my big bulbs has decided today would be the perfect time to just end itself, so rip big bulb, you will be missed. And just on a quick side note, the offer that I still have running for you to be able to get FM23 a little bit cheaper as well, I've updated some things about it because I know some people are struggling with the coupon code not working properly. So now when you click the link, it should automatically add in the coupon codes into the cart already, so that should make it a lot easier for people. So if you are interested in getting FM23 with a discount and then a discount on top of that, then hey, link in the description. But today we're back properly. The league has returned, we have returned, and we've still got European action to go with it. We start things off today against Degerfors away. Now, I've decided that we're actually going to do this one as a sort of mini off-camera, you know what I mean? Like, you'll see highlights of this, because we've got Bran midweek, and I feel like that's actually kind of almost more important right now as a proper live com to start things off with. So we're going to cue the music, and we're going to get cracking straight away with this match away at Degerfors, and hopefully we can start the season off with a bang, because this season really, it has to be, I say win or bust. I think we've probably got 2 more seasons in us, so we kind of need to get a shifty on. Kwasi, can we get an early one here with Juan Martin? Flicks it to the back post, and there, of course, I don't know if he's onside actually, is Elvedin Jaferovic. He was a little bit upset with me, but I'll explain that in a minute. But we do take the lead 10 minutes into the opening match of the season, and of course it's the big Jaferovic. He's quite tall. This season for me, it has to be about turning matches that we deserve to win into wins, and being able to scrape points perhaps sometimes when we don't always deserve it. But now we've got a great chance to immediately concede a goal as the defender has missed the header, and Rami Berish scores Degerfors' first shot of the match. We're trapped in hell. Should get a lot of game time this year. Will Youngdin. Oh, and Dai's got to look for that pass for Nodge. He finds him. Nodge is through. He's going to have to shoot from distance, I think, here. And he has the... What a strike. This man seems to be more effective from the edge of the area than he is one-on-one. But we take the lead back again and thoroughly deserved. Nodge scores again. He looks really consistent at the moment, just scoring goals. Chances are just coming for us at the moment. Kwasi Martin, and it's 3. Oh, this is more like it. Martin's 7th goal of the season already. Kwasi with another assist. 3-1 in the first half. This team has got goals. We'll absolutely take that. Thoroughly deserved victory away from home. Still annoyed about the fact we conceded that 1 goal. Bit of a mistake in the middle from Christiansen to unfortunately give that one away, but Jaferovic looked good. Mabasso came in. Obviously, the defenders are going to take some time to gel, but I do think the defense is stronger this year. Obviously, not a lot Mafla can really do about the goal, I wouldn't have said, really. It was just a great finish, but it's nice to see him in the team as well. But also just, you know, Jaferovic, Nodge, and Martin scoring the goals, which is great. Everybody looked really, really solid. Happy with that, and that allows us a relatively good chance against Bran, I would say, midweek. But just to start off with a win is so damn key. No point in looking at the league table yet, because nothing's really happened with it yet. But let's jump to that now. They've just had a bid for Denaire of 500. Well, I've upped it to 625k. Bear in mind, he's already said he's leaving at the end of the season. So for me, it's kind of mad that clubs are actually bidding as much as this. Originally, it was like $500,000, not even $500,000, like 100k. 100k? But now apparently Sundsvall are apparently, well, he's going to be a good keeper for them, honestly. But fair play, we'll take the free cash. But look at some of the bids, like there's some of the money moving around here. But notice how EFK have lost both Slavkov and Diatta, both to Mulder. And we know what Slavkov did a couple of seasons ago. Kraft has also moved. And wow, Djurgården just bought a guy for 10 million quid nearly off of Raja Casablanca. Is he any good? Yes, he's quite solid. 101 caps from Morocco. He has as many caps as Jeff Daniels has Dalmatians. Here we are. Rebru versus Bron. I think we should be able to take them. I know they beat Midtjylland. They're a good side. They're actually top of the league in Norway as things stand, and they're a solid team. But I think at the moment, we should still be better than them. And that would give us a great chance of getting through to the next round. Although I think at that point, we would play... I actually can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. I think it's the winner of the FC Copenhagen Spartak, or is it Roma Rangers? I genuinely can't remember. Changes are needed. Now, of course, unfortunately, some of the players we signed were after the registration window for the European matches, so I haven't had an opportunity to register them anyway. So that's something we're going to have to just rely on Makacek today, I suspect, and a few of the other guys to come back in. But it's certainly not the end of the world. It's still a very strong lineup. The only real negative thing that could happen to us in Europe at the moment would be if Makacek decided to end his rolling contract, because then we'd have no goalkeeper at the moment. So that would kind of suck. But I think that's what we're going to go with. Actually, weirdly, I've now come into complete alignment with my assistant as to who I want to pick for matches now, which is making things a lot easier for me having to shuffle stuff around all the time, which is nice. So let's just have a little look at Eder Sierra. Why not? Check on our Colombian legend here. You can see that pace is improving as well, which is very, very nice. Despite that unambitious personality, I think this guy is a fantastic player. He's been superb for us since he joined us. I think he's really displaced Dudau from the squad entirely, honestly. Dudau has become perfectly a backup to Sierra. He's just that good, and I really, really enjoy watching him in our team. He's just an excellent player, and hopefully he can still improve a little bit. And since we're doing fullbacks, we might as well have a look at the sort of the don of all the fullbacks, and that is Nicholas Kiriakou. Is 7 assists in 10 Europa Conference League matches. Already has 15 caps for Cyprus. This man is ridiculous, and I think we're coming up, once the window's shut, which it kind of is now, I think getting a new contract for Kiriakou to get rid of that release clause and bump up his wage a little bit, probably a smart idea to try to get rid of some of those, because I think Kiriakou has got superb potential. I think this could be his real breakout season for us. I'm expecting like 20 assists across all comps, hopefully. That's the plan. Given that we are the home side, under the lights here, you'd expect us to be trying to put down a score. We have to be putting down a score to say we can get to that semi-final. I think the semi-final would be an incredible achievement for us. Still, this is going to be a big test for us. We've got Darbo playing in the DM role today. Just give us a bit more creativity like that for Isfan Noj, and he doesn't need to go around the goalkeeper because he's just slotted it home. It's as simple as that. It is Örebro 1, Bran 0 already. No need to... I still haven't seen him around the goalkeeper yet, but he's just not needing to. Plus, don't forget, we're closing in on the record for goals in this tournament set by Suniuska, because I believe that now takes the record to 52, not the record, the amount to 52 currently. Now, we'd have to get through this round, I think, to have any real chance at actually achieving such a record, and we'd need to score quite a few goals in the process as Wang drives it low, but that's a great clearance from Martin. Now we see the run from Noj, and there's the pass. Right, Noj, this time, can he take it around the goalkeeper? No, he just shoots first time and misses the target, but they're just completely penned in at the moment. We've got the possession, we've got the ball, which is the same thing. And we've also got the lead, and that's what matters the most. We're willing to be so patient because they're allowing us the ball. Kiriakou into space, though. Can he drop it across? He can. It's Ndai. Drills it at goal. Good save. Despite a lot of things, it's actually been quite a low-quality game in terms of chance creation for both sides. We've just given them up nothing ourselves. Right, Notch. He's still on goal again this time. Straight to the goalkeeper. Darbo to Kouassi. Right, where's the run? There's the run for Notch. He's got so much speed. Sierra. Oh, he's passed it to himself. That's incredible. Back for Nodge. Go on, bend one, Nodgy. Oh, okay, goes back post for Kiriakou. Cut out well again. Our opponents have yet to have a shot so far in this game, which is good. Nodge again is the right side of everything. Drops it home, and it's 2-0. Örebro 2, Bran 0. I mean, Nodge is just the man at the moment. I think even if that PPM isn't going to show much for him, I do wonder if it's just going to make it better in front of goal in general, because it's 2-0 now. I mean, that is about as composed as you like. We've not really created that many in terms of the quality of the chances, but we've had a decent number of shots, and Nodge has taken, well, I say taken, he has also missed a couple of them so far, but the fact that we've denied Bran any shots, that's really, really important. Just if they can't shoot, they can't score. What a clearance from Rodriguez. It's actually played him all the way through. Nodge is in again. Surely could have scored a hattie. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. Nodge has done very, very well today. Kept the ball for a very long time here. Just being so patient with it. Darbo suits it through. Kouassi, this man is a legend with goals lately, and today is different. Great save again. So many of them, in fact, almost too many. Just to find the right one. Rodriguez, maybe go for it himself. No. Oh, space! It's a great finish. Serge Amion. It's Örebro 3, Bran 0. We just score goals. 54 goals in the tournament this season, and we're on at the first leg of the quarters. Might be able to get back on side here. Doesn't need to. Amion's through again. Oh, over the bar. Well, it very much looks as if it is going to be Örebro 3, Bran 0, which is utterly perfect. That genuinely is probably the perfect result for this match. We've defended stoically, looked fantastic there, and just through the middle have been fantastic as well. But we thoroughly deserve the win. Now, maybe 3-0 is a bit harsh on them, but again, just not giving up anything from a defensive standpoint, and that's exactly what we need to be doing. The defenders did a fantastic job. Noj looks fantastic again, and just 3 more goals to go to the pile, and that is a 3-0 lead to take back to Norway with us, maybe even rest a few players there, and hopefully have a great shot at a Conference League semi. I mean, what more do you want, really? I think for us, it's just about having a good start to the season. Young Dean's flick on header, and Jafer. Wow, that particular corner routine has worked really well for us. Jaferovic does it yet again, his second goal of the season already. So yeah, the reason he was pissed off at me, as I alluded to earlier, is because Mulder came in with a bid for him of 16 million, which is just under his release clause. That was the total fee, obviously. It was lower than that in terms of all the upfronts or whatever. And it said he has no interest in talking to Mulder. So, okay, cool, I rejected it. He then complained because I'd rejected it. But I'm like, you just said you had no interest in moving to Mulder. Very, very bizarre. And Darbo. Oh, Martin's got a bit of space there, and he's drilled it home, and it's 2-0 inside 8 minutes. Okay, this feels more like a title-winning side. We're playing a bit more like it now. Martin, by the way, he has been so above and beyond what I expected from him because of the homegrown nature of him in the team. So he's just going to get slotted in there so damn often. And it could be a baptism of fire from him at times. Oh, what a header! I mean, Markovic with an absolutely brilliant header, and Mafla, well, maybe he could do better, but I don't know. It's a great header. Come on, lads, not like this. They've had one shot on target in this whole match. Don't let them score another crazy one. Good save, and surely he scores on the rebound. Of course he bloody does. I just don't know anymore. Fabian Bitter, of course, another, I believe, former Örebro player, actually. That is insane. This is just the epitome of just, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Jorge Martin, round the side for Darbo. He's through on goal again, and he scores it. Thank Christ for that. Darbo through the middle. Helsingborg 2, Örebro 3. It's about damn time, all right? Yeah, probably just about edged that one with the 4.66. You can see why I might have been a little bit peeved had we not won that game in the end. What I would say, though, is I think I counted 6 occasions in this game when Noj was, and when I say clean through, I mean completely clean through, where there's not a defender within 5 yards of him. At no point did he even attempt to take the ball around the goalkeeper. And this is what I mean about that PPM. I find that it doesn't actually do anything. I just never see them actually do the thing that it's supposed to do. I know it says likes to, but like, if you like to, could you maybe attempt it occasionally? But nevertheless, we do manage to get the victory, and maybe we would have lost this game last year, or at least, or drawn it. So I think there was an element of fortitude there, and we definitely looked better in order to get that result. But bugger me, man. Though I do feel like we have even more goals in us than we did last year. And that probably is going to have to be very, very important, because it feels like we're just going to concede goals out of nothing from time to time. We're just going to have to make sure that we get above that. We're going to end up with games in hand because of all the European matches as well. So if we can stay in that sort of top 7 spot with those games in hand, I think that could be really, really helpful for us. Varga hops on over the top for Ndai. It's a great pass. What a finish. That is an unbelievable pass from Varga, and a great finish from Arona Ndai. Gives us our 4th goal of the tie and puts us in a really comfy spot. Oh, Hodzic actually into the channel with a bit of space here. Goes for goal. What a... Oh, no. I was going to say what a save, but it's not. It's actually got a touch on it. It's 1-1. It's a great effort from Hodzic, in fairness. Well, we do get through in the end. Brun threw quite a few bits at us in various places. We had a few chances at the very end of the match, but it didn't really matter too much. We wanted to just get through, rotated the squad around quite dramatically, made substitutions, just tried to really kill this one off to make sure that we kept fresh legs for our league game at the weekend, because we are through to the Conference League semi-final, which is genuinely mad. I'm so pleased for the guys. I do wonder if we could go all the way, but it will just depend on what we can do on the night. But great result. Elsewhere, Rangers, FC Copenhagen and Spurs are the final 3 sides that will join us in that next round. And of course, it's Rangers that we will play in the semi-finals. I just feel like there is an outside chance of us actually managing to do something against Rangers. I feel like we could do it, you know. Kouassi, our registered penalty taker, steps up and drills it home. Örebro 1, Kalmar 0. No more than we deserve for the start of this. I know we had a centre-back take a penalty a little while ago. That wasn't because we didn't have players selected to take penalties. It was just because so many of them were missing from that match that it just fell to him at that point. Young Dean. Oh, drops it short for Sierra. Could he go back onto his right foot? He slots it for Rodriguez. What a lovely piece of football that was. First for Young Dean to pick out Sierra, but then for him to actually look for Rodriguez instead, and it's 2-0 now. We were 2-0 up last time, though, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. So 2 to Jorge, round the side for Juan Martin, cross the keeper, bang, 3-0. Absolutely fantastic result this one has been for us. This is exactly what I wanted to see. It's what we should have done in the last game, but it does look like we're going to go 3 for 3 in the league, which is super important. 2 to Jorge, Martin, there's the run, Noj, through again. Can he do something good this time? Finds a bit of space, slots it home. 4-0, Istvan Noj. Again, he didn't try to round the keeper, but it doesn't matter because he has scored another goal, and we're 4-0 up here and thoroughly deserve it. We have looked very good so far. Another absolutely glorious performance in the league where we genuinely look like we can play a lot of teams off the pitch and actually score goals to go with it. I think our goal difference could be a very, very key factor again for us this season, but again, everyone's fantastic. Mafla did a couple of things that he had to do. The defense looks a lot more stable today, and again, not really limiting our opponents to, well, not really giving them any chances and getting tons of them ourselves, but we do just need to continue to take them because we're still creating lots, but that's why we're getting the goals. And after 3 games, we find ourselves second in the league, but we do have the best goal difference as well, and a game in hand on our rivals in there. We've gone 3 for 3. That's all we can really ask from ourselves at this point, is to be in that position with that game in hand and just see how long we can keep going. See how long we can stay unbeaten for. See how long we can keep the winning run going for. Martin, nice little ball inside, bit of room. Noj! Oh, that's what we want to see out of him. Another goal for Nodgy. Great to see. He's just been so consistent. Other than the Helsingborg game where he had 1.9 XG by himself and didn't score, he's been very good. Is it short for Martin? There's the run. It's Varga. He's done so good off the bench this season. Oh no, he's come back to him anyway. This man is just getting goals on a plate at the moment. He still hasn't started a match and scored during that start, but never mind. It's 2-0 here, and Varga does it again off the bench. Straight as you like, really. Took the lead with Noj. I think, I just didn't make the changes. I just sat and went, you know what? This team, I have faith that they're going to come up with the opportunities, and we did exactly that. Again, the defense was absolutely fantastic today with Jusic and Christensen. And we brought Hawkinson on late. Mafla again keeps another clean sheet. Back-to-back for those, and also, most importantly, it is 4 straight league wins. This team feels good at the moment. It really, really does. The real bonus on top of that is that we actually do go top of the league with a game in hand on the teams directly below us. We could go 4 points clear of the top with that and 5 points clear of Hammarby. We've had the perfect start to the season. Now, obviously, we haven't played any of the big boys yet, but what I would say is We hammered Kalmar in the last game, and they're currently sitting 4th in the league. So clearly, we've got something about us at the moment. Helsingborg aren't looking too bad either. Degerfors down towards the bottom. We still haven't played any of the real big sides, I don't think. You haven't played a Sirius, a Göteborg, Hammarby, Djurgården, anyone like that, or even Västerås. But, we're winning the games that we need to win. And at times last season, we were guilty of dropping points there too. So that's big for us. We've got very high here on EFK. Got a few slight changes in the squad today. So Zetterberg will make his first ever start for us. Noj is already through and already has to... Wow, what a header. 5 minutes gone. Isvan Noj does it again. I think that's only his 5th goal in the league so far this season because he's just chipping one here, one there. Rodriguez pops another one in. Zetterberg! Oh, on his debut, his first ever start for the club. Emil Zetterberg, one of our young Swedes, scores a goal. I think we signed him off of EFK as well, and he celebrates against them. Fires a long one. That should be straight for... What on earth? I think we all know where this is going at this point. It seems like an inevitability that we are going to concede the second shot on target because... Oh no, Zetterberg's now going to get sent off. Oh, Lord. Well, he scores against his old club, and now he's red carded against his old club, and I've just made the last sub. Oh, and would you believe it? As perfection would have it, they've got one of these free kicks, which are guaranteed goals straight afterwards. That's really nice, isn't it? Lovely stuff. As there's the equaliser for EFK. Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, that one stings a bit. We were doing fine, but the red card kind of killed us, unfortunately. And then to get one of the guaranteed goal free kicks as well straight after that. Wasn't the one from the actual red card, it was like directly after that though. But it is the second time this season that we've thrown away a 2-goal lead. Admittedly, the last time we also drew that game. We also won that match, so it didn't matter too much. But this one was just a frustrating one. One of those games that's just gonna happen, unfortunately. And I know you can say things like, well, you should do this to like stop those chances. But the reason we're not conceding chances is because of our current setup. If we then move to assuage that one particular chance, it's just gonna open us up to all the stuff that we weren't conceding before. And I still think the best thing you can do is not concede too many chances. And I think at the moment, that is what we're doing. There's just not a lot you can do about it when we can't save anything. I don't know. Are we just not allowed to have goalkeepers that are competent? For him for the first one, he shouldn't be conceding at the near post. But it is what it is. So here we are. Conference League semi-final, first leg, away from home at Ibrox. Really, for us, it's about getting back to Sweden with a result that isn't embarrassing for us and gives us a chance in that second leg. That's what we have to try and do in a game like this. Sierra down the left-hand side, fires it across, and then dies already! After 23 seconds, Arona and die. Well, I would say Ibrox erupts, but you can't see all the Swedish fans in the corner going absolutely limbs. It's been a pretty poor game so far, actually, and we like it that way. Kouassi drops it in, and it's headed home by Juan Martin. Oh my God. It's 2-0 to Örebro here. Are we pulling off a massive upset to potentially give us ourselves a chance at a Conference League final? Long way to go in this tie, of course. We're only 38 minutes into the first leg, but to be 2-0 up, then again, 2-0 up for us is very dangerous, as we already know. Swanson, oh God. Oh, not like this. It's Swanson from the spot, steps up, drills it home, and, well, I mean, he doesn't care, does he? It's Ron Swanson. All right, Carl Swanson, you get the point. 27 goals. Now, if we were to get another goal here straight off the bat, that would really immediately put them back in their box, or their Ibrox in this case. Martin pops it through, nodges in, he's round the keeper, and he scored! It's 3-1. We're already back in front again here at Ibrox, and I don't know what's going on in this first half, but it is delightful, and that's 3 more goals for us in Europe. I think that takes our total to 58 for Winter. Oh my God, it's been cut out by Vaca. Right, Varga's on. He just needs to make the run for someone here, and there's the space, and it's actually a ball for Amion. Can he get a good enough first touch? He can, and he drills it! It's 4. It is 4-1. Serge Amion scores the goal on the breakaway, which now equals the record number of goals, and there's the Swedish limbs in the corner. 91st minute of the match. If we scored a 5th here, I think that might almost be... Oh, it's a horrible tackle from behind. And McIntosh is about to get turned off. They're going to have to buy a PC for the next game because he is going to be out for a long, long time. Josh McIntosh, off you go, son. Maybe we can score from this? Pops it through. Amion's in. He's round the keeper. And he scored again! It's 5-1, and it's Serge Amion. And, well, we are surely heading to a Europa Conference League final. The limbs are almost delayed. They can't understand what's going on here. What on earth? Well, there we go. Rangers 1, Örebro 5. Like, we were better than them. We deserved the win. No mistake about that. But 5-1 is very, very harsh on them. But then again, their only goal was a penalty as well. We've absolutely wiped the floor with them here. And in even more astonishing news, it's Spurs 0, FC Copenhagen 1. I swear to God, they do something to Spurs in FM that makes them do Spursy things. It's over and over again we see this happening. If we ended up playing... Imagine an all-Scandi Europa Conference League final. Nordsjælland actually won the competition last year. If we faced FCK, I think we'd have a great shot. My God. Young Dean delivers it. Martin's header, and it's in the back of the net. Sundsvall 0, Örebro 1. That's the perfect start to this match. Another goal for Martin. You know what? If we win 5 out of our first 6 and draw the other league game up with all the European stuff, I'm happy with that. Surely there's just one ball around the side. Who is this? It's Young Martin! Oh, he scored! Gustav Young Dean. What a lovely day this is. His first senior goal for the club, and he deserves it. He got the assist for the first one, and he's having a man of the match performance so far. Oh, clips it through. Nodge, I don't know if he's got the speed. Of course he has the speed. Might have to do a bit of silliness here, though. Drills it low, and it's in the bottom corner. Didn't try to take it around the keeper once again, but it doesn't matter. 3-0. Istvan Nodge. He's about to come off as well. Need to rest him out since we're 3-0 up now, especially. We'll get Varga on for the next 30 minutes, see what he can do. Orberg. Oh, it's a great finish. Rikard Orberg. He is the young regen that came through. They wanted like 25 million for, and you can sort of see why with strikes like that. I feel for Mafla. That's just an insane goal, as always. It's going to be Tudor Jorge from the spot. Pops it home. 4-1 to Arebru from the spot. Again, just domination once more. We really do look genuinely like a goal machine at this point at the moment. I actually think Mafla did pretty well. It was just an insane goal from Rikard Orberg. Not much you can do about that. I think the defense is really starting to click a little bit more now. And going forward, I mean, we are just creating output like nothing. Even last season, we didn't see the sort of output like this. We're just getting so many chances. And with that, we, of course, stay top of the league. The key thing now, though, is that, of course, we're above Kalmar, which we knew was the case anyway. But I suspect they are going to fall away at some point. The point is a 3-point gap to EFK Göteborg, which is huge. Plus, of course, the game in hand, which we could hopefully win as well. But not only that, we're also 4 clear of Jules Gordon and Hammarby now with a game in hand too. And I do think that we're going to end up with another game in hand after the midweek game against Rangers. The goal difference is the best. We look spectacular at the moment. So here we find ourselves. Europa Conference League. It's that first leg. Honestly, I thought we were going to lose that game. If we get out of there with like a 2-1 defeat or even like a 1-0 or something, then there's a chance for us to turn it around at home. Because one thing I've noticed, this tactical stuff, for whatever reason, it comes to life in Europe. As we've seen throughout this save so many times before. It just seems to be able to get you those extra inches of performance-wise out of your teams in Europe. And I don't know why that is. Well, we're 5-1 up. We really should be just killing this off. Now, as it turns out, we have actually now already set the record for goals scored. 60 goals we've scored in the Conference League this season. And not only that, Noj has 17 goals in the Conference League out of an XG of like 10. Which is just astonishing. His performances this year have carried us through this tournament, and he has been fantastic. Considering he didn't even really start playing in the Conference League until the group stages, because he was always being rotated out for the other games. Mental. Now, with stuff elsewhere, oh god, if FC Copenhagen could beat Spurs, obviously we can't have Mafla, Mabasso or Christiansen in the squad here, which is a real shame, but there's just nothing we can do about it. Again, there's no registration for them at all, but we seem to have done okay without them. So, that's obviously not happening. Actually, you know what? I was going to rest out Noj for today and start Varga and then keep Martin in the side just because he's just so useful in this team. The rest of the team, though, is actually looking pretty strong, and it will give a few guys a chance to just sit out for a minute, like Young Dean, keep him fresh. Although actually I might start Dude out over Sierra just to keep Sierra fit. We want to keep Sierra and ideally Kiriakou fresh and firing for the league, so having Rodriguez and Dude out come in is certainly not going to affect them too much there, I wouldn't have thought. Just catching up on a few players and what they're looking like. Arona and Dai, his value was dropped by half, so that's good and random, but there you go. Maybe it's because he came to me and said basically I no longer want to leave to go to a big club due to our uptake in form. I'm not sure quite what form he meant by that, considering our form for the last sort of 6 months to a year has actually been utterly stupefyingly good, but there you go. And of course his midfield partner, Kouassi, who's worth about the same amount at the moment, smashing goals in for, well, just for fun really. He's got 3 in the Conference League as well, but he does need to step it up in the league a little bit, but he hasn't played as much as some of his compatriots because, well, reasons, but he has just been so good at creating chances. I think what I'm really looking for, I love that it's daylight as well. What I'm really looking for here is us to just keep going, keep that momentum going and show the quality. But in addition, I really want to see Varga score a goal in a match where he's started. And also, we've got to root for FC Copenhagen. To see an all-Scandi final in the Conference League would be great, particularly as I feel like even though they would have had to beat Spurs to get there, I still think it gives us a better chance at winning the whole competition. Jaferovic and Dai, look at the build-up. Oh, Rodriguez, that is filth. It's 6-1. We already lead again. Rodriguez is really good for goal scoring. He gets into some lovely positions and he looks more likely than any other fullback to score those goals. I feel like we can just keep stretching that. Although admittedly, you know, we've got the rest of this game plus the final in order to do so. That's assuming we get to the final, but I feel like at 6-1 up, it's looking pretty good. Ball around the side. Wow, Martin! And it's now 2. This is absolutely ridiculous. 7-1 on aggregate. This is the semi-final of the Conference League, and they've just gone, yes, I think we're going to put a booty smacking down. To already be 2-0 up here, and basically you've already put this tie completely to bed, we can just kind of enjoy the rest of this match now and see some of the football that this team can play. Dudal drops it back across for Kouassi, fires it in. Martin! And I think that's offside. It's not offside, you know, it's 3-0. It's bloody 3-0. Inside 21 minutes, it is 8-1 on aggregate as Martin scores another brilliant finish there from the back post. And, well, we know what's about to happen. It's about to say goal awarded. And there it is. It's 3-0. We have just played them into a blind alley, and Dudal will win it back again and just show some of that strength down this left-hand side now. Whips another ball in, and oh dear lord, the keeper's not going to make... Oh my god. The keeper has made an absolute mare of it, and Igor Varga makes it 4-0 and 9-1 on aggregate. But he has scored, and that's what I was looking for. It's only half an hour in, my friends. I think I want 10 on aggregate now. We have to have 10 on aggregate at this point. Jaferovic! Oh my goodness me. The Rangers players are almost trotting out to try to block things off and cover tackles. They're just not even getting that close to us. Rodriguez, he's not allowing them to, admittedly. Dinks another one in. Martin's header over the bar. And you can see what I mean about how I don't feel like we've actually been that good. We've just dominated the ball, got our moments, and taken them. Like, we've been better than Rangers, obviously, but to be 4-0 up at half-time like that is astonishing, honestly. Their keeper's on a 5.8 at half-time. I've actually gone ahead and turned on Be More Expressive, just because I want to see what kind of mad stuff they can come up with in the second half and when we let them off the leash entirely. And die with the flick round the side. Not quite to Martin. There's the run for Varga. He just pops it through the middle. Varga's in. Oh, it's a great finish. It is 5-1 here. It is onside. Sorry, not 5-1. 10-1 and 5-0. Varga scores again. With 20 minutes to go, we've scored 10 in a single tie. In other news elsewhere, it is 1-0 to FC Copenhagen. So it's 2-0 on the night to their... Or sorry, 2-0 in the tie, rather. So at the moment, it would be us v them. I still cannot believe the efficiency with which we've driven Rangers out of Sweden at the moment. Ball on the side. Cisse's in. Oh my God, it's 6. It's 6-1. Babacar Cisse's just come off the bench to replace Juan Martin, and it's not 6-1, it's 11-1 on aggregate, and it's 6-0 on the night. What on earth? Kouassi fires it over the top. Varga, surely the keeper's going to come for this. He's not come for this. Varga's in, and it was nearly 12-1. The question is, have we peaked too soon? It looks like on the tie is going to be... Oh, surely not. It's going to be Örebro 11, Rangers 1 in the semi-final of a European trophy, and there it is. Probably the greatest tie in the history of Örebro. That now takes us to 66 goals scored in the tournament. If we score 3 goals in the final, my friends, you know what that means. But again, I don't know where that came from. I mean, the first leg showed it all off. The fact that Varga scores 2 more goals today, actually starting and looking good as well. 2 more for Martin. This was just an absolute insanity. Just people taking their chances. Their keeper got a 5.4, which definitely helped, I must admit. He had an absolute woeful day. But lordy lord, what a result. Nearly 2 million quid as well in the coffers for that win too, which is fantastic. Just genuinely spectacular. So the final is going to be pretty much slap bang in the middle of the next video. So what I might do for that is make that like the live column. We'll probably do the pageantry for it as well. Just in slap bang in the middle, and then just do loads of league stuff either side of it to really keep things motoring along. But I think we've had a very successful day, honestly. Just the 2 draws in there, the one with Bran and the one with EFK. Unbeaten start to the season, scoring goals left, right, and centre, and absolutely for fun, especially in Europe. I just can't believe that we scored 66 goals in the conference. We haven't just beaten the record, we've absolutely obliterated it, and there's still time for more. That final is going to be absolutely mental, and I'm so excited about it. I just didn't really expect that we had the chance to. When we saw Rangers, I thought they were a really good side and we might struggle, but we've had a pretty good and favourable set of draws as well, which has really, really helped us. To only have to play Aris and then Bran and then Rangers to get to this point, I think this is we're never going to have a better chance to win a European trophy with Örebro. And the fact that we would have, if we win this, it's our 3rd conference league. We won it with Tromsø, we won it with Sunioska, and now we have a chance to win it with Örebro as well, which is mad to me. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, drop a like. That'd be bloody fantastic. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be gorgeous too. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so go follow there too. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.